Hey guys, I just wanted to visit with you and I kind of wanted to go over the knot that we were talking about last week just as an extra review. So if you have your string and a stick or a pole or anything really would work, I want you to practice this a little bit. Um, our knot for last week was the clove hitch. I sent a different YouTube video that kind of explained how to do it, but I wanted to go over it with you guys too. So, the clove hitch. Any of the hitches are really, really good for a quick one-handed knot. I'm not good enough to do one-handed. I'm not proficient enough to do this one-handed. But it's a really good knot to know. It's also the basis for what we're going to learn how to do later, which is lashing. Like when you want to take two sticks and say like we're wanting to get a support system going, maybe for a little cot or a bed or to get us up off the ground. So you want to lash some, you want to take this and you'll want to do a clove hitch, and then you can run a lashing amongst the two sticks in order to connect them. So we're going to learn about that. So that's why we're going over this clove hitch. That is just to get you guys familiar with how to do the knot that would start that lashing. So you're going to have your string. Your string is going to come in front of your stick, okay? So like this would be if you're looking at it this way. I'm actually doing the knot backwards so you guys can see what it would look like. So you're going to come around behind, okay? You're going to come around behind this. Then you're going to come around the front, and it's going to slip back through here. You're going to grab this and this, and you're just going to pull. So it looks like when you finish, you see I have a string, a little bit of string here. The other end of my rope is here. So you've got two little loops that go all the way around, okay? So this is a pretty good sturdy knot that you're going to do. So if you were to lash two sticks together, you would start with that clove hitch, then you would go around, behind, around, behind, and you would do several loops of that around and behind, and several loops, and you'd come back around, and obviously you'd have more rope than what I do, but then you would tie, when you finish off, you would end up tying another clove hitch. So there's different ways too that we could do that to secure that a little better. Instead of around, you could also do kind of a back and forth kind of, almost where it makes like an X in the back. That would secure it a little better so it's not as wiggly. Again, when we get to where we're doing this type of thing, we'll get longer pieces of rope, and I'll be more thorough and show you, maybe do another video or two. But that is an idea of how we can connect two sticks together. That can be very handy, a very handy skill for survival. If you've got a little bit of rope, like your paracord, or even twine, or sometimes it's even just bark that you've used for rope. Anyways, you can make all kinds of things to help you survive if you know how to lash. So to me, that's a very important survival skill, and it all starts with the little knot that we worked on this week called the clove hitch. So one other quick thing with the clove hitch, this is if you have your rope and say you have the end of a stick, just a little stump sticking up out of the ground, and you want to attach something to that. So another quick way, you can make a loop. Let's see, give myself enough room. You got to make a loop, and you make another loop, and you fold the first loop onto the second. Okay, so it looks like that. See how you got that little bit through? And you slip that over the top. And I didn't do it right because this should have been under there. So let me try it again. I know what I did wrong. Okay, so I want this to be this way. So you get this little knot and this little knot, and you want to come in together Hopefully that's going to be right. Slip it down over that end of your stick. Then you're going to be able to pull. Okay, that's still not right. Sorry. Not as good with the bunny ears. Aha. Let's do it this way. This rope comes to the front. This rope comes to the back. To the front, one to the back. Right. There, they lay over the top of each other. I don't even know if you can see what I'm doing here. I feel like. Okay, this is one we got to practice in person because I could do it in person, but trying to do this backwards is not faring well for me here. So you see how this little one goes in the front, this little one goes in the back, or vice versa, and then you overlap those two, so it looks like this. Okay, you got this one that's actually squished in the middle, and you see how this one kind of comes through here? That's what you're looking for. And you slip those over, and you're going to pull each of those strings, and you see how it makes our knot. You just slide these together so you can get a good tight knot, and there it is. It's a little different when I do it backwards for the camera. So anyways, you could do this knot. This knot can be done either way. That's one of the reasons they say doing it with the loops like that, like if you're in a boat and say you want to, you're wanting to dock your boat, right? And so they go opposite. That's the main thing to remember about those loops. One is going the opposite way of the other, and then they simply overlap where the two loose ends are in the middle. The two loose ends are covered in the middle, okay? So, for example, say I'm in a boat and I'm going to try to go up to the dock and I'm going to put this over a stump or a little stick on the ground to dock my boat. It's just long enough for me to get out, and then I'm going to pull my boat up on the shore. So I've got this little stump sticking out, and I already have these two looped and ready to go, and all I have to do is slide that over and then take that loose end, and I'm going to pull with one hand, and you see how that knot works? One-handed, one-handed. Okay? So that is why that's a handy knot to know. It helps to, if this one's attached to your boat there, then your boat's not going anywhere. You've got it stuck long enough for you to get out, pull it up, and probably do a little better secure knot is what I would recommend. So, anyways, that's just a good review. That's our clove hitch. So practice on that. I will talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye.